Hi there. So I just finished doing one of my groups, and I always get super inspired when I'm talking to people in my groups. So, one of the things we were talking about was communication. So, how do you know you're becoming a better communicator? This is really key. Like, we don't know whether we're being effective, right? So, I had the group start out with really listening, not just so much jumping in and saying what you want to say, but actually um, listening to what people are talking about and responding to them from that place about what you heard them say. There's something about being listened to that is remarkable and actually makes you feel all sorts of things like connected, understood, validated. So do that for other people whenever you get the chance. How about if you have something that you really need to say in your relationships because you feel like without people hearing you and honoring that, that you feel just missed. And a lot of times we have childhoods where we felt like we were just missed, right? Um, so when you have had a difficult childhood or a childhood where you felt like there's things that happened to you that you didn't use your voice so much, or you just kind of gave up and you didn't say what you wanted or needed. And oftentimes, when we're in long term relationships, our needs and wants are not met. And it might be just a thing that happens over time, but we missed speaking up for ourselves. So in the group, people talked about so important to monitor how much anxiety and depression you can take and what's your relationship with those states. How are you relating to those states that you're in? If you're feeling like you can't handle having certain levels of interpersonal relationships, it's overwhelming. So keep it simple. Keep it real simple and make sure the closest people to you that you're practicing telling them the things that are important to you. And how do you know that they're hearing you? There is a statement that says, sometimes we think that we've said something, but no one's actually heard it. So it's this misconception about whether we've said something in a way that people can hear it or whether people are just spacing out who are around you because they're used to being around you 24/7. So they kind of half listen or mind read. So a good technique is to ask someone vulnerably, not in an accusatory way, like, hey, I really need you to listen to this. This is so important to me. I want you to make sure that you understand this thing that I need from you in terms of speaking to you about something and ask them to repeat it back. And again, it's not in a condescending way. It's like, this is going to really help me. This is going to make me feel more connected to you, more validated by you. So in our groups, we're always trying to improve how people are showing up in their relationships. It's key, right? And there's a thought that action speaks louder than words, which is true in some cases, but your words are really important. And somebody's action back or words back to when you're saying something's important is also key. Makes you feel like you can show up more. You can be more yourself. So I wonder if you could test out how your relationships are working for you these days. And if you feel like your communication needs to be improved or whether you're a really good communicator and you're getting your message across. I statements, watch your timing, stay calm in your voice, and really try to be really clear so that people could repeat back what they thought they heard you say and you could validate whether that is true, if that's really what you needed them to hear.